Welcome to the Higher Energy Podcast. I'm your host, Paula Shaw, a member of the Association of Comprehensive Energy Psychology, who's putting this together. And my co-host, Bob Schwarz, is the executive director of ACEP. We are very excited, right, Bob?
We're totally excited. We're jazzed. We have high energy.
We have high energy. We're excited because we have an opportunity to bring you information, interviews, methods, practices, all kinds of cool state-of-the-art stuff that's going on in the field of energy psychology, mind-body practices, integrative practices, and all. Bob, what other kind of practices and fields are we?
Also energy medicine,
Yeah.
integrative medicine.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. Yeah.
There's so much going on out there, and we kind of feel like we've been one of the best kept secrets around. We don't want to be a secret anymore. We want to be your best friends, sharing with you everything that we know and that we do. Right, Bob?
Right. And our goal here is to help curate these ideas. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's too much out there. There's too much information. How do you sift through it all? How do you know what's real? How do you know what's BS? So it's our intention to kind of cut through all that and use our skills and our knowledge so that we'll bring you a variety of things that are really worthwhile. Maybe not everything for everybody, but you're going to find lots of things that are really interesting, that have been vetted, that are not some fly-by-night stuff, or people are selling you Dr. Smith's, elixir that doesn't do anything at all. So that's our goal, is really to bring you the best stuff that's out there.
Yeah, the best of the best. And we're going to be interviewing these top level people. We're going to be sharing with you sometimes just information about methods that we know about or that we're working on. We are going to be sharing about our international conference, which is coming up very soon in May. And we're also, ACEP is a teaching body. So there are programs that we're teaching, like
the science of energy healing.
Science of energy healing, EFT. There are lots of programs ACEP offers, and we want you to know about them, especially because I know there are a lot of you out there who've heard about tapping. Maybe you've read books on it, and you want to know, how can I get certified? How can I learn this? We're a teaching body, so we'll be bringing you that kind of information as well. As far as leaders in the field, our first 5 shows, we're interviewing Cindy Dale, who is amazing and a chakra expert extraordinaire, Dr. Rick Hansen, who is doing incredible work, a lot with meditation and other mind-body practices. And anything you want to add?
Neuroscience.
Neuroscience, oh, that's right, for sure. Dr. Norm Shealy, who many of you know has been the king and the leader of alternative medical practices, even though he is a Western medicine trained. He's an amazing guy. Many of you know of him. Dr. David Gruder, who is one of the founders of ACEP. And finally, in that first 5 interviews, we're also going to have Joanborisenko. Doctor. Yeah, Dr. Everybody here, right? Dr. Joanborisenko, who is an amazing lady who is talking to us about Mercury's in retrograde, so forgive me, spirituality, neuroscience, living in harmony with nature. She's got some great things to share, so you don't want to miss these interviews.
Well, again, one of the things we want people to get, what we hope they'll get from listening is, first of all, to learn some information. Second of all, to get turned on to some of these kinds of things. You'll learn things you never heard of before, or you'll learn more things. And then the third thing would be being able to get some actual skills, as we will try to bring practical steps for people to take in all of our shows. And then also where to go and get more information or more training or more knowledge, because in a 30-minute podcast, there's only so much you can do. But our goal here is to whet your appetite and point you in a direction so that you're not wasting your time. because that's the worst. You don't want to have to waste your time and go down some path that doesn't work. So wherever we send you, I think you're going to find is pretty helpful.
Absolutely. And the 30 minutes that we spend with you, we intend to be really quality time and jam-packed with good information for you. So we want to encourage you to subscribe, because then you'll get a little reminder every time we post a new episode, which will be every other week.
And we want to hear from you. We want to hear your reactions. Please rate the show. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us if we're doing great. Tell us if we're not doing so great. We want to know. Hopefully we're going to do great.
That's our intention, and we are people who love setting intentions. So what we'd really love you all to do is subscribe to the show. That will really help us. Review the show and share the show, because first of all, there's going to be great information you're going to want to share with people, and that will help us to grow it, because our goal is to get to a lot of people, because these methods that we're using in energy psychology can change your life much more rapidly. In fact, all of energy practices, energy medicine, all the things we mentioned can bring big shifts in your life in a much quicker time than a lot of practices of the past. So we want to share this good news.
And part of our intention really is to spread the word so that more and more people know this. The fact of the matter is that, conventional medicine is good for some things. It really is, but it's not good for a lot of other things. It's not good for chronic conditions. The state of the art of what veterans get for their treatment for PTSD is awful compared to the stuff that we have. We want the more people that know about this, talk about it, share it, the more likely it'll get accepted in the mainstream. And that is our goal, to get the cutting edge methods that are worthy of being in the mainstream to get into the mainstream, so that we're helping people across the world. Our mission is nothing shorter than really fundamentally helping everyone in the country, everyone on the planet overcome trauma, overcome a lot of the difficult challenges that are out there. And there are methods that can help. I'm not going to suggest it's a panacea for everything. It's going to magically cure things, it's all rainbows and lollipops. But there's a lot better than we can do. We can do a lot better than what we're doing now. Did you know that it takes 17 years on average, for a good idea in medicine, when it's first released, to become a practice that's done universally? And those are the ones that make it. Some of the ones that ought to make it don't. 17 years you have to wait until it's done. I think we can do better than that. And our goal is to get things that are much better out into the world a lot quicker. So please, the more you share, the more it gets out there, the more people pay attention, the more your doctor will pay attention, the more we're going to be doing stuff with Congress, and we have big plans. So the more people are sharing, the more you're joining, the bigger force there is, the more likely these things are going to happen. And they're going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And we'd like to be sooner than later.
So we're inviting you to join us on this kind of energy crusade, right? Because these practices, these tools we want to bring to you can really change your life, change how you look, change how you feel, change how you perform out there, even change how you heal. So help us to help you.
Right? To quote Jerry Maguire, help me, help us help you.
Yes, let's bring Jerry on board here. So what we're just asking of you is to listen to the shows. We've got 5 of them ready for you, and subscribe, review, and share. That's it. Thanks for joining us. Bob, I'm excited about what we're going to do.
Yeah. See everybody on the next side.
All right. Bye-bye.